Hey, it's Olga here from Degtyareva.com and Productivity for Scientists. This is where you overcome overwhelm, become more productive, get in charge of your day, and all of this while feeling happy in your life. The topic of today's video is what to do when a disaster strikes. And by disaster, I mean when lots of things in your life, and work just go wrong all at once. And you probably can relate to it. Maybe you're having a crisis now, or you just had recently, or had a while ago, and it's like, oh, when something like this happens, you'd love to have something in place. Some simple strategies and techniques that would just help you to go through this. So I just want to start by sharing something that happened in my life, but it happened a year ago, exactly a year ago at this week. Around this time, I was sitting, just been fired from the university where I worked for 6 years. And I even had my own fellowship, but I couldn't receive it because I was no longer employed by the university. And the reason I was fired because of some problems coming up with my immigration status, and it was such that I could remain in the United Kingdom, and I could work even. But I just didn't have any document to show it, but I was not required even to have this document by law. It's just university, they require to see a document that shows that I have the right to work. And I didn't. It just expired around this time a year ago, and I couldn't get the new one on time. And, you might just think, oh, this lady, she's a productivity guru, and I should have received one on time, but I didn't. I did the best I could. I started the process a year and a half in advance. It was just a sequence of unfortunate events over a longer period of time, like over 5 years, even 7 years period of time, that is just led to this, that I just didn't have it on my hands, this document, and that's it. The university is very strict with it. They fired me. That means the income from this job stopped, and I was the only income provider for the family of 4 people at that time. Also, just a few weeks before that, we found out that we're expecting another child, the child number 3. And that always happens, when you're expecting or something like this, you get fired, doesn't it? So it comes together, and then it's not just that, but my husband just found out exactly this time a year ago, he received the news that his granddad died, and his mother was rushed to the hospital, and other things that he needed to sort out for his family. So he actually couldn't take the job at that time, and he needed to travel to his family. So that's it. This all came together, and also the fact that I got fired. It made so difficult now to sort out my immigration status, even more difficult than it was before. So that's it. I was sitting. And you might relate to this moment when you just list in your head all these things that just happen, one after another. Even just one would have been enough. One would have been plenty to sort out. Either, the news that we're expecting a child, or being fired, and what to do next. It would have been enough, and now it comes all together. And so here you can relate. Maybe you had this moment when sitting on the floor just with your arms down and just like, how on earth I'm gonna go through that? That can't be worse. And the other soul's like, why me? Why now? Why all together? Can you relate? We probably all had this to one degree or the other. So now I want to move on and actually share with you the techniques and what you can apply in that moment. Very simple, very basic, because you can't do even much, can you, in that moment. You often feel like you maybe feel paralyzed even in that moment. So I have shared all of this, not to like feel sorry for me or anything. I just really wanted to be relatable to what happens sometimes in other people's life when you think, oh, they are so productive, they're so effective, everything is so perfect. Like I've been sharing with you this new home we just moved in, and now this family of 5 that I've been enjoying. Things happen here as well. So here we go. This is really for you to give you a few very, very simple techniques, but very effective techniques, what you could do in this moment, and also inspire you how you can turn around such a situation and how far you can come. And that's quite a lot to share, and I have broken it down in a series of videos, and I'll be sharing with you week after week. So it's probably going to be 3 videos. So in that moment, what can you do to just really even stay afloat and not to, stop this spiraling down down this spiral when you just find yourself listing all this misfortune that happened to you. And that's the technique number 1, is just really stop listing it and refocus on the positive around you. And there are things that are working for you right now. There are things. And like in my situation, it was the flat we had, and everything was working in it. Like there we had like hot running water, and the washing machine was working, and the kettle and the oven. So I was just focusing on those things. It's just because it's our mind that just focuses on the negative, and then we just spiral down, and we are so negative we can't even look for any solutions, think of any solutions. But if we start to refocus our mind and just notice things around us that are positive, that are working in your life right now, and also noticing and writing down the things that I call gratitude. Just something nice happened during the day, like I had children and they make me laugh, so I would write it down. So here's the book I have from a year ago, like a notebook, and I would just write all these things down, 5 things every day. This is technique number 1. And the second one, I was writing something else down. I was writing down that only good can come out of the situation. And that might sound silly or too simple, but it works. I will be sharing with you in the upcoming videos what good came out of this situation, okay? And it's just so exciting now to see. And of course, at that time, I was not able to see it, and you probably won't be able to see it if you find a new situation when disaster strikes like this. And you're just writing this down, and sometimes I didn't even believe it, but I was just writing down, and that is thoughts I chose to think at that moment. So these 2 simple techniques, and also really allowing yourself to not do much, really, because you can't do much. You're so overwhelmed with what happened. And what also happens on top of this, that you start beating yourself up for this, for your procrastination, for lack of actions, for just wanting to curl up on the bed and do nothing. We tend to beat up ourselves for that. And I hear it again and again from the people I work with. And yet, if we can just allow ourselves this lack of action, just allow it. It's okay. It's totally okay, and just stop beating yourself up for that. That's your technique number 3. Okay, the 3 techniques, I just want to summarize them just to give you as the assignment for this week. And you might not have anything drastic like this going on, but they always work. So you might even start applying them or save them for this moment where you find yourself sitting on the floor with your hands dropped down, and it's like, oh my God, I'm going to go through this. Okay, the 3 techniques. The first one, notice positive aspects in your life, what is working right now, and write them down, and notice gratitude. What's good things happen today? 5 things every day. The second one, I love that. Just writing down is only good can come out of the situation. And the number 3 is allowing, not doing much, just to basic things, and allowing a lack of action and wanting to curl up, and not beating yourself up for that, because things will start shifting soon enough. And more on this in the next video. I hope you found it useful and inspirational. So no being sorry for me, but really get all the inspiration from this video as much as you can. All right, that's it for today, and talk to you next week. Bye for now. Bye.